All right, all right, all right. Welcome. We are ready for some Monster of the Week. We have some crazy fun moving on, and we just had a little bit of kind of downtime episode, one could say, where many things occurred. Magical lineages were rerouted. Um, those without magic were given it. Those with magic had it taken away from none other by Portia, and of course, nothing crazy is going to happen because of that. And um, we had a little bit of a cup of foreign between Terra Tenebrew and Ace, and there are much more things that may be on its way. But we are going to get started. Katie has sort of become part of the cheerleading squad, kind of maybe the pep squad. See where that goes. But it's time for us to move in. So we come upon the island. There is a cold wind that is blowing. As we zoom in from the ocean, we see frost and ice formed on the rocks around. The sign is nearly unrecognizable as icicles hang and snow covers. The wind blows in such a way, and the snow has fallen seemingly by the natural weather, that the face of a wolf seems to have been formed out of the gate itself. And deeper in, there is more snow covered trees. The pines still make the forest dark and nearly impenetrable, while adding the added hazard of drifts that have come about by about 12 to 16 inches. Though there are well-shoveled pathways within the courtyards of the school, allowing access to the buildings. There are snowmen and women and snow angels and all types of things constructed on the downtime. Some have grabbed containers from the kitchens to make perfect bricks for snow forts that look like they are quite impenetrable, especially frozen over. And there is a silence here. And it is at this time we see a young man peek his head out of one of the snow forts. Very carefully looking around. And Katie, he is on the opposing team. Are you going to try to take him out?
Affirmative. I will get together a snowball and go ahead and launch it at his head.
Got it. Rosa kicks some ass. So you won't take on this.
10.
10. It flies out, beaning this fella right on the head as they go down. And upon that, the piece has been broken. as hordes of other students begin running from their forts, ready to engage in the annual snowball fight, which is followed by the first of the this sort of a pre-event that is developed by students that follows the first major event of the time known as the Winter Ball. Here, this dance essentially lasts about 2 weeks, though the dance itself only occurs on the last night. But there are various festivities, some class days, other days don't have classes. This is one in which classes were cut short, and then people had the rest of the day to prepare for the snowball fight itself. And afterwards, it is customary for everyone to go in, kind of take off wet clothes, warm by the communophiles in the grand hall, and usually the first types of dates in these modern times, sometimes even little hookups occur from there, as there's hot chocolate and s'mores and key, no faculty, as they all seem to retreat and allow access to the rooms and to the major hall to themselves. But it is always done by this. So, with a perfect 10, I will give you an extra effect there, though, Katie. What type of effect? You could flavor this to like a fun snowball fight, however you'd like.
Okay. Let me first pull up effects.
I need a video. Please pull up your cheat sheets. Please, I'm joking.
Forgot all about having to have this open.
I know.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Terrible harm. No. Now that I've kind of thrown a snowball, my hope is that I am directing his team to begin a charge, bringing them more out into the open for flanking.
Okay, absolutely. That's what you get to do. So they begin running, and you've exposed yourself a little bit, so some snow is coming towards you. You're the second one. They kind of know your team's general location, but this one is have made themselves way open. Is there anything else anybody else would like to do?
How tall is the snowball fort that they came out of?
It is roughly 9 feet. They build it up. And I will add something special about this is that it is sometimes not the best kept, but it is generally considered bad form for anyone from the losing team to refuse to go out on a date with anyone from the winning team if asked afterwards.
We better not lose, guys.
But it's not like they're going to force you, right? It's like, this is 20. It's just sort of like, you know, it's more of a good sport. If the person's creepy, you can say no. It's totally fine.
It's not like Ace has a super girlfriend or anything that could literally kill him in his sleep.
What does someone like to do?
Oh, I don't even think Portia would come out. She's probably in this fort, hunkered down, like 100%, got like a parka, multiple layers of clothes underneath the parka, 5 hats, 10 gloves. She's from the South. She doesn't do winter, so she's not moving.
She's just staying hunkered down.
Yeah, she's like, why did I do this?
I think Ace would try and make like a bowling ball size. Actually, it's have anyone seen? I know they haven't been in style for a while, but has anyone seen like one of those yoga balls, like the size of a yoga ball?
Oh yeah.
Size of that, and trying to launch that with inhuman strength towards the other wall to make the wall like tumble towards people to like make it come down.
All right, so you're trying to throw the ball to make that. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, I would say that's gonna be tough, real tough.
Since the inhuman strength is my weird move, can I use that?
Oh yeah, weird. Go for it.
All right. That's a 4 and a 5, so that's the +2, 4, 5 +2. Can someone help me? My mind's not mathing.
4 and 5 plus what?
yeah.
Okay.
That number.
You got it. All right, so whoom, with that, you get it right at. So your idea is to make it to come in, I guess. Yeah. So that would be more up top as the bigger half of it starts to tumble. There's like a whoa, and yeah. So there's the flanking team. They come out. So sorry, the one team comes out to rush to expose themselves before the rest of the team can come out. The whole thing falls on them, trapping them. So instead of this massive rush, it just leaves these three exposed to everybody else, who at that moment I think just gets taken out by the crossfire. Because people see a weakness, and one team is eliminated.
Are we winning? Are we winning?
Definitely winning.
Okay. You got this. And Portia will she'll try to use her jinx.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll do this from the sidelines. Oh yeah, 7, 8, 10. Oh yeah.
Oh,
So,
nice. What's your effect?
I'm gonna do a +1 to Katie. And then I'm also going to interfere with anybody who's trying to get ace. With someone who's trying to get ace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. Okay. Then at this point, as you put your head out, you see an entire team get mowed down by snowballs. As there is this aberration of snow and machinery and snowball blowers, looks like some modified tennis ball throwers that as you've named them, the Yellownecks
Oh no.
have put together, and they have made snow walls to what looks like a trailer they found somewhere, and they're just like, right, move it, and they turn this thing on and do.
Oh shit.
And so for the duration of this, any harm we do is going to be what I would call cold harm, which means all you have to do is get by a fire, and you're going to start to get that cold harm off of you. But what would y'all like to do?
Hide.
So,
I'd like to try to take out the driver.
okay, very good. All right, so yeah, you try to do a snowball at the driver.
Yeah.
Got it.
And that's with a +1, right?
Yeah, so be kick some ass. Yeah.
12.
12. All right. And then, unless you took advance, you just took the one thing.
No, yeah, just the one thing. So let's see. I'll take that +1 going forward.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, then that would go to 1 harm, but the snow things are going to go ahead and do 1 armor, so it just bounces off the armor. There's 1 armor of one harm armor. All right. However, they will aim at you, and a snowball is going to come. And I forget if Katie has armor stuff, but it would be 1 harm.
I have lots of armor stuff. I think I have. Yeah, I've got. I suffer 1 less harm automatically,
Right.
and I have a +1 on my armor as well.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So that you take that in the chest, but it does not phase you. Though they do have better weapons that they could aim at you. As some go, take her out. We're gonna have to treat her like a platoon. Ace or Portia?
Oh no.
How big is this thing?
The trailer's about 12 foot long, and they've built up about 8-foot walls as far as the snow stuff on it. And then they've got like shows where they can have these machines that throw gas powered.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a movable thing. Like it's not driving through.
They do have a tractor that's pulling it. That is that. So it's a little bit more, yeah.
This is possibly bad, but how far away is it?
We don't do too much with distance. I mean,
Oh,
what you like to
okay.
do.
Going to try and do that inhuman thing again for the magic move and somehow look like he's somehow jumping more than humanly possible and actually like jump from the fort onto like the wall of the thing and then jumping onto the top of the trailer where there's no, like, they don't actually have like the throwers things, if that's possible.
Yeah, so it doesn't really have a top so much. It just it's like it has walls, and there's no top to it. But you can get in. You can get in the walls if that's what you wanted to do.
Sure. And then, if possible, I don't know if just getting in there counts, but like, if I could use like the inhuman thing to do that, but like jumping, like try and jump through the top of the wall while going in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you want to jump into the top. Right.
Yeah, but like trying to like bring some of the top down if possible as well.
Oh, I see. Trying to open it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll weird.
Ooh. That's good. That's going to be 13.
Nice.
Oh, wow. So according to that move, I get to keep up in doing things in human-like for 30 seconds.
Nice. Is that with the 10 plus, or did you take advanced?
I think that's with a 12 plus. That's the weird move, but I can't get into the Discord thingamabobber again. It's in
Okay.
the
That's just what
main
you have.
chat
That's fine.
thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, very good with that. You jump up, grab part of the wall. So you're gonna go ahead and take 1 armor down from that as it falls in. And so from that side, they don't have armor, which of course is side facing you and your compatriots as you land in. However, you are exposed. And so I will say they fire for 1 harm of snow damage to you.
Alright,
I also have that
which is-
interfere with it.
Oh, that's right. So that would
Yeah.
take away 1 of the harm, I would say. So, yeah. So they go to fire and they just... They come very close to you and then they just sort of curve down your face and out of the way. I like it. As Portia's magic sort of moves it. All right. Portia, part of your snow fort's melting.
What? Oh no.
You see the water start to drip down.
Okay. Can I tune in with one of these people to see what's happening?
I think you have to. I mean, what's do you have to have a target? What do you got to do? Like,
It's tune in. You can tune your mind to a monster or minion, and right now they're minions to me. They're monster and minion to me. You gotta wear it
Okay.
real weird.
yeah, roll weird. I'll go. Yeah.
Because they're attacking us. They're monsters. How dare they? So if I could peek through a crack to see who looks like they're in charge, I'd want to get them.
Sure.
7.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I think you get a glitch, or is that just with use magic?
Yeah, on a 7 to 9 hold 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so what are you trying to discern with your hold?
All right. Okay, so I didn't even notice this, but also I gain +1 ongoing while acting on the answer to the question. What is it planning to do right now?
Gotcha. And you're looking for the person in the trailer?
Who's in charge?
Who's in charge?
who's
All
in
right.
charge?
Right now, they are looking to put full force every machine they have to train on Katie.
Okay, so I'm going to also telekinesis.
Okay.
Is there like a big snowball I can fling?
There's a base of some snowmen that are out there.
Yeah, I want to try and fling a snowball to knock somebody off one of the the more vicious looking machines, I guess you could say. The one that looks like it would be. Does it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the roll for that?
Weird.
Weird.
And
Nice.
I get a +1 from figuring that out. Ooh, nice. 13.
Oh, nice.
So I get 2 options and 1 harm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to fling one of the bases of one of the snowman bases at the person controlling the machine that's controlling the machine that looks like it's the hardest hitter.
Okay.
And then I'm also on the second hardest hitting machine. I'm going to do something is held fast. I want to make sure they can't press a button or pull a lever to start it.
Ooh. Absolutely. I'll go
Yeah.
with that. So yeah, you fling so you just outright manipulating this thing?
Yeah. I'm behind the thing, hiding myself, and I'm just
Okay.
like I'm using my finger to kind of, kind of
Got
like
it.
flick it.
So this ball from this basically is full snowman just suddenly whoom, flies across the field, smashes into one of the machines, disassembling it entirely.
Yeah.
As it goes awry, and then the other one is frozen up. So at least for right now, well, yeah, you think they can't use the machines at all. All of their mechanical snowball stuff is done. Who else would like to go?
I would.
Yep.
I'd like to, because these things are mechanical, so I'm going to find the biggest one I can and try to awaken it.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's have that +1 from earlier. So that's an 11, which means that I can control the object like a part of myself, and I gain +1 going for any rolls I make with it.
Oh, very good. All right, so you could use it to kick some ass.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this thing on its own people. So I will roll kick some ass. All right, so that will be a 10.
Okay, so you get an additional effect.
For this one, because of the nature of the beast, I do want this to let's see. I mean, it's basically going to inflict its version of terrible harm, not to like hurt anybody, but
Right.
basically to like start toppling over some of these smaller machines.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's the harm here is just like you're too cold to continue on the way it's working. So, I see the kind of ice move quickly from your fort down the ground up and around this machine from Portia. Then Katie, you sort of like send your signal through this frozen water, and suddenly it's able to turn.
I just extend my hand like 11 from Stranger Things.
Yeah, and so it starts to turn. A lot of them have to duck down, so they get real low, unable to fire. But the I would say the driver is forced to abandon. The tractor is disconnected from the trailer, and all the machines are toppled down, and so they're just like regular girls with yellow scarves and snowballs at this point. And guys, there's some guys in there. It's a co-ed group, and so yeah, totally. And then there's just Ace up there, like, haha. Who would like to do something else?
I go ahead.
I think Ace at this point would like to be as in the mix of just after he like jumped in there and collapsed half the fort and everything's going, he's going to just stare and look at everyone. Either throw snowballs at me, surrender. But if you throw snowballs at me, you've seen what I can do. So your best bet's just to surrender, say you got hit, and then run away. Can I manipulate someone?
Because I think we decided these were the monster.
They're
how we
okay.
were manipulating some of these rules. So I was going to rule against that.
All right, sorry. I didn't realize you couldn't manipulate monsters. I apologize. All right. Then I guess he's going to play Rambo and try and throw things at people.
Got it.
But I think now, since he's so close to people, he just doesn't want to be seen, so he's actually going to just be throwing things instead of like trying to kill people with the ability to throw things.
Yeah. So kick some ass.
7.
Okay, yeah. So, you throw, and one of them takes a harm from the snow, and they throw one in your face, so a harm to you.
And you said if there's ability to remove harm, you're able to take that away then?
Yeah, if you have
Okay.
something.
Alright.
All right, anything else?
Ace, after just taking it in the face, just looks and smiles without anything. And that's it.
All right. Then Katie and Portia.
Portia, while this was happening, she quickly made some really bad snowballs. She's never made a snowball in her life, and she's gonna use her telekinesis to try and throw it at them. Throw just kind of like over this wall at this group of people.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Okay.
Okay, let's see. 11. Yeah.
All right, very good. So what do you get to choose? What are you doing? With your 11?
I'm gonna suffer one less harm, and I'm going to basically keep these under my well, no, not keep them under my control. It says I can fling something bigger than a person. With all these snowballs, can I just fling all of them all at once over to them and just drop them right on top of their heads?
I think that's good.
Okay.
So yeah, these go as just this rain of 50 snowballs. And they've cleared the rest of the field. This is the last one. Does anyone want to do something to kind of add to this?
Only if there's another team on the board, because I had an idea for Katie just to kind of scout the location. But if we know they're all gone, that's one.
We can do another. Let's do another team.
Works.
I like that narratively.
So I guess what Katie will do is she will take out her sunglasses, and while popping her eye out of her head, she puts on her sunglasses, throws the eyeball into the sky, and it starts flying to give her like a base outline of where the team is hiding at.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You see from directly above, you're able to see certain discolorations where they were snow people, and there is a team that you can just see from above where their heads are just and hairs are barely sticking out, the heads of the snowmen, that they've barricaded themselves in snow, ready for a sneak attack. While in the snow people, they have heavy armor, essentially, so snowballs can't necessarily get them. But once they come out, they'll be able to go for it, and it's a team of 5 people.
So I'm going to just say, there was that other team that we saw earlier, 5 people. They're probably hiding at this exact location, and she's going to just start sending the machine that way for her turn.
Okay, the one that's awake. So
yeah, so it just starts heading that way.
It just looks like it's out of control and vibrating itself that direction. They're like, that's going mad. Very good. Who else?
I think while we just see all the snowballs coming, Ace is purposely going to just jump through the other part of the wall to make it completely open where there's no chance but everyone's going to get hit by the snowballs that Portia's sending.
Okay.
Including himself, but he's looking at this as, well, it's sacrifice.
Okay, yeah. So with this, I think the snowballs come, take Ace out along with the team. Do 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 do. Absolutely. Portia, what do you want to do?
Okay, so I know about this team. I know where they are. Can I see these snowmen?
Oh yeah.
Then I'm gonna tune in with one of those guys because I know they've probably already discussed this, so I'll know. So to try and get to learn where they're going to pop out and do their attack. So let's see what happens. 10.
And
So I get 2. All right. Where is it going to attack next?
okay, they are going to basically the first person they see. So right now it's probably going to be Katie,
Mm-hmm.
because basically you're the two teams left, or unless they see one of you closer than Katie.
Okay. And let me see. I'm going to. Oh crap! I can hold 3 on a 10 plus. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and jinx it. Jinx the person that I did. Try to get them trip and to get rid of all their armor. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 10. And I want them to trip, to just trip and fall, and for their snowman thing body to just break and crumble off of them.
Okay. Yeah, so they're getting ready. Kay's got the machine going towards them. Ace is down. They're thinking they're gonna like overpower Katie with sure numbers and their kind of armor here, and then there's like this crack as the snow just falls off of them. They're like, ah!
And then I'm gonna also give Katie +1. Yeah, I'm gonna give Katie a +1.
Yeah, I think Katie, for her part, is just going to send that machine over there while watching with her eye.
Yep.
To make sure that all of them are just wiped out with the snow.
Absolutely. Rose kicks some ass with the machine.
That is a 9.
9. All right. So that is the basic. All right. So, yeah, the machine fires the snowballs at all of them. At the same time, they're going to lob theirs at you just to kind of go in a blaze of glory. So that would be 5 harm. And I think you managed a total of 2 from the top.
Am I near them?
Enough of the snowballs.
Okay.
So it'll be a total of 3 harm, I think, after your armor and your automatic reduction.
Correct.
But they are eliminated. It's like, ah! And you look, and y'all are the last standing.
I immediately bring back my eye as stealthily as I can to put it back in and remove the sunglasses.
Yeah. There's a cheer, and the people all like pretending to be dead, and get up as really the whole class has partaken, and there's a general movement into the ice area. sorry, into the Grand Hall. Now, Tara was on a different team due to some of her many affiliations. And so as you're walking, she eyes you very intently. Like, don't you dare. But it's her vibe. But yeah, then you're free to move into the Grand Hall and do whatever you wish to do.
I
Well,
think hot chocolate is in order.
I think you are right.
I think like as people are moving, like you look around and you like she saw Ace like as she's walking past, but just his face like he was still buried under the rubble, and he's just like slowly like pulling himself out. And then he's like, "It's so cold. Fire, yes." And Portia, can you do me, or Katie, can you do me a favor and bring Tara over towards us?
Well, aren't we supposed to find people to go to the dance with?
Yes.
Ah, I suppose I could ask Ace.
I think Ace already has a date with Tara, Katie.
Oh,
Yeah. And I mean, there's plenty of other guys, I guess, or girls. I mean, whatever floats your goat. Oh, Tara. Can I ask you something real quick?
Portia,
I'm
you cannot ask her to the dance.
not gonna ask her to the dance.
It's like Tara's face too. Oh, okay. Yes, then yes. Of course.
Could you help Ace out a little bit?
Ace, do you have a question to ask me?
Yes. Would you like to go out?
Well, you won, so I guess so.
And now, can you actually help me out here? I mean, I am kind of stuck.
Oh my gosh. It starts to.
Portia will do a little bit of telekinesis to help him out, like
Yeah.
get the bigger chunks of snow off of him. Yes. Hot chocolate. That's right. Hot chocolate. I am freezing.
Yes, let us go get some.
All
I guess
right. Yeah, you
it's
can start
roaming in
moving
here.
on. Oh yeah, again, yeah, in Great Hall, of course. The fire immediately removes all harm.
Katie
It's all
dips her
just-
finger into the hot chocolate to undo the cold damage.
Yeah. And you see there's a bit of just sort of like there's a few like school songs and there's like two phases. There's like the general like everyone getting their food and talking a little bit and laughing, and then people start to bring out like board games and those types of things. And as that kind of piece comes out, you see that there are a few couples who just sort of vanish to make walks elsewhere.
Mm. Walks. Is that what they call it nowadays?
What else would they call it, Portia?
Oh, Katie, my sweet summer child. You're too young for that.
For walking?
Yes. No. No. Come on, let's go. Let's play something. What kind of games are there?
Well, I actually have something interesting.
Hmm?
I actually have something interesting. I know.
Oh, actually, just
Well, I mean, you guys
Continue.
talked about not being spontaneous enough, so I have a game for myself.
Oh,
And pulls out this fancy box and asks, and
Jumanji?
it looks like it's possible to open it. It's like a little puzzle thing, and says it's a puzzle for you to open and you guys to open, and then there's a gift inside for Tara.
It's a puzzle box, and you want Portia, that's me, Katie and I, to open it for something that's inside for Tara.
Well, you guys have stuff too, but I don't know if you guys would really like the things that are in there, but I randomly picked things to be nice.
This guy.
Ace, why don't you give the box to Tara?
And if she needs help, then we can help her.
Oh, I thought Tara was here too. Sorry.
She is.
Yeah.
There's this whole thing.
There's everyone there. She's like, "You are hopeless." She takes it and yeah, she'll begin to work on it. All right.
And Portia has a giant cup of hot chocolate, and she's still shivering because she's still cold.
Yeah.
Remind me again why I agreed to come here, up north, where the winters are disgustingly cold.
I don't believe you ever told us.
Excuse me. Oh, got some hot chocolate down the wrong tube. Excuse me.
Meanwhile, Katie looks fine.
Is because it is a great privilege to go to the school, and he just found like a book, like a brochure that like line by line.
Hey, so I have a question.
Get out.
Yeah.
Now.
Do you have any original opinions on this school
Yes.
that aren't from a brochure
Absolutely.
or from your sister?
Yes.
What are they?
Back in the my day, this was a really, really great school, and the hedge mazes were great. My grandparents told me about this all the time.
Meanwhile, Katie, aside to Tara, just says, Ace's sister is homicidal.
I think if that was true, Ace would be dead. Unless he's really good at surviving. That's the question, Katie.
Do you think Ace lied?
She kind of takes a moment. She goes, "Oh, he might have been making a joke."
Oh. Should I laugh?
She's just go, "You know what, Katie? Try it out. Try out the laughter. I think it'll be fun. Try out the laughter."
She just starts laughing. That was so funny, Ace.
So she goes, and she puts her arm around. She goes, "Katie, I think that boy who you knocked unconscious is waking up. I don't think he could say no to you if you asked him."
You want me to hit him with another snowball?
No. So this is a good piece, actually. There's hit him, which you already did. Now you're going to hit on him, which means ask him out.
Oh, okay. Yes, I can do
To the
that.
dance, specifically to go with you to the dance, not outside to freeze. Specifically to go with you to the dance.
Okay. That I can do. And so she allows her programming to kind of wrap itself around this concept, and then she will go approach this guy who's waking up.
Portia will lean over to Tara. It's probably a good thing that you emphasize the go with her to the dance.
I picked that up.
Yeah.
I love her. I love her.
Me too.
Between her and Ace sometimes, so I gotta say. So I'm saying.
Yep.
And as Katie goes over, I think there's a few people or a few guys around, like kind of helping him wake up and going, hey, and then like they even have his like head on a pillow. And that is, they all see Katie approach, knowing sort of the tradition. They all just flee.
So
It's just this dude waking up to Katie.
So in her mind, she is remembering some advice. And so she's like, okay, step 1 was be confident, which means to make sure you are where you need to be. And so she looks around, realizes she's in the right spot. So her mind goes to step 2, find the right moment. Hi.
Hi.
Are you too busy or distracted right now?
Mine goes to how he might be able to make this happen. I mean, no.
Okay. Then I will be direct. Would you like to go to the dance with me?
And as you say this, there is just a stop in the murmurs. And there's kind of this look as is this point of, is this person going to like save face or not or whatever. And he, yes, I will go to the dance with you. Let's go together.
Great. So
And there's
she thinks-
cheers. Like the entire room erupts. Hey! For the tradition happening, and people are smiling, laughing.
So the next step was to make sure you have a plan. If he says yes, oh no. So she's like, okay, we will need to have a set time that we meet. We will need to coordinate what we wear. And we'll have to figure out what we do after the dance as well.
As I say after the dance. Oh yeah. Why don't there's a fashion show? We can figure out what we're wearing then.
That is a great idea. Come with me. She grabs his arm.
The fashion show's not right now.
No, she's taking him back to the crew.
Okay.
Great news.
Oh yeah.
This person has agreed to go to the dance with me.
Amazing. I know your face, but I don't know your name.
Terrence.
I'm Katie.
Oh, Katie. Yes, hi, Katie. I'm Portia. Terrence, nice to meet you.
Did you really not know my name and you asked me out?
Katie knew your name. I didn't know your name.
I did not know his name.
I was trying to cover it for you.
Oh,
Oh, by the way, Terrence, just giving you the forewarning. If you hurt Katie, well, if she doesn't hurt you first, I'll have me and the entire hockey team will beat you up.
I was
What?
literally thinking, I don't think you'd be able to find my body if I hurt this woman.
Yeah, probably. But gotta give the threat still.
Well, okay, you found a smart one. Wish I could. Sarah.
oh my god.
But she just hits Ace on the shoulder very playfully.
Young
And-
love.
I feel as soon as like that happens, like he just like taps the back of the puzzle box that Tara was still working on, and you just start hearing like classical music as things start. These spires come and like you start seeing like those like little like metal ladders with the balls going down, and it starts spinning, and then the top starts spinning up, all while like a classical music box songs playing, and then you start seeing two people, one in a dress and one in a tux, start spinning around that area, just going up it. And then you also see two figurines that look a lot like Katie and Portia. And Portia's remembering that probably a while ago, Ace had asked her or the art teacher to help him on something, and she completely forgot about like 2 months ago. And they're also around it as it ends up with the pictures of or the figurines of Ace and Terra together, and a box comes out and just happens. One flies towards Terra, one flies towards Portia, and one flies towards Katie. And Ace is ready to catch the one for Terra just so it doesn't actually hit her, and then produces this like fancy necklace that has like sapphires with like snowfalls dangling down from it. Because of part of what she had in the notes had said she was wearing a blue dress, so he figured sapphires would go with that.
Aw.
She blushes and cries.
So much jewelry going out this week.
Tara, I don't think he meant to hurt your feelings.
Those are happy tears, Katie.
I knew that.
Portia will open up her box. Like, she thinks it's trapped, so she's kind of holding it out. And she'll open it up.
It is brand new art supplies.
Ooh. Thanks, Ace.
So Ace will, not Ace, Katie. Who am I playing again? Katie will open up hers as well.
Ace thinks that Katie likes reading books on how to communicate with people, so it's like a bunch of books on how to communicate with people and how to see emotions and stuff like that.
This will be very useful.
Thanks, Ace.
Tara will give Ace a kiss on the cheek, all giddy, and it is. And some look over this, especially at Tara's, and all the girls are like, "Oh, there's this whispering going on." Immediately at this kind of display, and in kind of that lack of murmur that will sort of happen, that awkward silence before transition happens, there is the breaking of glass from outside. A male bass yell and a dull thud.
Yeah.
Run to look?
Yeah.
All right. You run here. And there are, as you do, there are pairs of heads, some with hair and clothing in various states of dishevelment, pucking up from the, some from the forts, others from just in the snow itself. A few windows open from the dormitories, those who had coupled up. But there, encircled by a little bit of red, is a body, bones broken almost in the shape of a K at this point, of Louis Bucknell.
In the shape of a K?
Yeah, mostly just to determine the how broken the bones kind of are.
Okay. Portia, what do you think it means?
is there glass around him?
You see there's a kind of a trail of glass. You see the broken window to one of the girls' dormitories. And it seems like there's almost steam that's coming out of the room.
Do we know whose room that is?
Katie might, because of who you are, might be able to understand that. So let's do a straight up sharp.
Cool. Nope. That's a 3.
Okay.
Oh goodness. Can
Experience though.
we tell we okay,
I'm
well,
going to say that there's this you've not seen this harshness, and I think, Katie, your heart and your feelings having to be your emotion sensors having to be activated to ask someone out on all these. There is a feedback from the harshness of what you've seen. So that's why you're unable to access your database. I'm just going to give you a -1 forward to the next thing for this interference.
So she looks really distraught right now.
Okay. What okay, for the girls' dorm, what floor is this room? Is this window on?
Third
floor. Can we tell which room it would be to get to that room?
Sorry, which room it would be to get to that room? What do you ask?
Yeah.
I think she means.
Can we count the number of windows and be able to tell exactly which room it is?
Gotcha. I think so in much of the week, I think when we're trying to determine what room it is from the outside, I think that has been spent. So I think narratively it would be to do the next thing.
Okay.
Generally.
Portia is going to look at Tara, get the nurse as quickly as you possibly can, and she's going to grab Katie and Ace, and we got to get to that room, see what's happening.
There's so much blood.
I guess I know. Just keep.
Tara nods.
Yeah.
And as you go to get Ace and look back, she's gone.
God, fucking ninja! I didn't say that. I didn't say. I'm trying to. I'm trying to cut down on the cussing. I'm trying, Katie. I promise. Katie, look at me. Look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me.
I see you.
Okay. Breathe. Slowly. Quickly.
She thinks about that and then tries to mimic breathing.
Okay. Just calm down.
Okay.
Right now we're going to have to let the nurse take care of him, and we've got to figure out if the girl in that room is okay.
Do we live on the 3rd floor?
Yeah, what room is our room? What floor is our room?
I believe you've been on the 2nd, is what I...
Okay. So if I understand correctly, I think this is what Portia was trying to do, but using our knowledge of where the school is, we would be able to get to that room, even though we don't know who's there, correct?
You can get to the room easy, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get to that room, see what's happening. Just right now, put him out of your mind. The nurse will take care of him.
It was shaped like a K, and my name starts with K.
It probably has nothing to do with you, Katie. You need to get your mind back on track and just focus, okay? We need to make sure the girl is safe.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
And head to the girls' room.
Yeah.
Come on, Ace.
Come on, Ace.
Well, I'm not supposed to. He still goes along, but he just
No one's going to pay attention, Ace.
It's fine.
We'll get you your costume again. It'll be fine.
I've got an extra dress if you need one.
He does yell at everyone at the hockey thing, if you guys let anything happen to Tara, I will hold you personally responsible.
Tara's gone.
I know. But he just means in general, if she comes back, nothing there happened because he's idle threat.
I think yeah. Terrence. Yeah, Terrence would have run out. Everyone kind of came out.
Oh God.
But Terrence isn't interested in coming at all.
All
Get to
right.
safety, Terrence. We will meet at the fashion show.
Okay. And runs and yeah, people kind of you move and there's this fear because I don't think anybody wants to get close because they don't know what happened. Uh Doors, you hear sort of the doors are locked. And by figuring out what room it is, um you head towards it. And you do recognize this room. This is one of the few singles that exist. This is the room of Candy, Carrie.
We've met her, right? Didn't we meet a Candy?
I think you have. I think you did briefly meet a Candy. Yeah, met Candy.
Okay. Was she one of the Yellownecks?
I don't remember. I thought she was in like episode 1.
Yeah, she was very early.
Oh, okay.
She was more like a person there. But
Yeah,
you
gotcha.
talked to her.
But Tara knew her, right?
Yeah, Tara knows Candy.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh
Alright.
no.
Is the room unlocked?
It is. You try the handle. It is locked.
Okay. She's gonna pull out her painting spatula thingy and try and jiggle it again like we did with that one room to get it open.
Shouldn't we knock, Portia?
There's no time.
I forget what we did for that. Is that a? I guess what is that?
I don't know.
I guess that's tough.
Tough. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oof. I hope I get a good number here. 5.
Breaks the spatula.
I rolled a no. Hold on. No. It's 6. I rolled 8. I have a -2 or -1. No, so that's 7. Sorry.
That's a pass.
That's a pass.
That's good.
Yes.
That's much better than a 6.
I thought I don't know why I thought -2. I think I was looking at the negative and then the negative and then the 2 on weird instead of the -1 on tough. So 7.
Awesome. Math just goes crazy these days. I love it.
We just went on a whole journey there.
That's Courtney math right there.
So you and yeah, it opens and you hear running water from the bathroom.
Katie will try to kick that door open.
Candy? As Katie goes to kick the door open.
Yeah. I think yeah, so roll tough.
Okay. 12.
Oh. So Katie, you go to kick the door open. And a few things happen at once here. You hear a shout, because maybe the movement's heard, and Candy is sort of like, Louis, you want to start early? And at that point, you hear the shower door open, the door gets kicked in.
God.
And
as
Portia's
Scorpio,
yelling,
Candy! And then she just sees Katie and screams as she's in the shower.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were drowning.
That is not. She's just beating you with another towel.
Yeah, Katie.
Candy,
What is
slow
that?
down,
Louis, this is sick. I don't do that.
slow down, Candy, stop.
She sees the broken window as the cold air from outside kind of causes frost and chill on her body. What the hell happened,
Who was in here with you?
Louis?
Louis, that's right.
Louis.
I don't know. He jumped or fell or got pushed out the window.
He fell.
What? And looks, and from this distance, he's a good 40 feet from the window.
Put on some clothes, Candy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And
I'm sorry. I thought you were being hurt. I thought someone threw him out.
can we manipulate somebody just to kind of because your idea is to calm her down and have her regard you as not a
Oh God. Oh, that's a 2.
Yeah. So she's putting together violence of her door, like that's almost in the shower at this point, off the
Mhm.
hinges. And her interest here thrown through a window, sees that Ace is in the room, and just she's essentially just not there, in shock in a way. Just get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. And just starts
Katie will
yelling.
remove herself from the room.
Yeah, just is not processing. Throws you guys out and unlocks the door, and you can hear her whimpering next to the door.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
fudge. It's fine. It's fine. Portia's gonna kneel down beside the door. She's not gonna knock on anything, but she's gonna. Candy,
There's just the whimper.
we need you to get dressed, and you need to come out. You're going to freeze to death in there. You're still wet from your shower. I need you to be with us right now. And we need to figure out what happened to Louie.
I'm gonna boot somebody.
Okay.
I'd offer to help, but I'll just make it worse.
6, 7, 9.
All right. What's a way in which you're going to make sure she knows you mean it?
She's gonna tell Ace and Katie to leave while she takes care of this, so Candy can have more privacy.
Okay. Here's some go. It's just you. And the door opens a bit. She sticks her hands out to kind of grab your fingers.
Mhm.
She just sort of nods and basically allows you to help her get dressed.
Okay.
You've kind of got her to accept you, but she needs to be guided step by step as she's processing.
Yeah.
It's just way too much.
No, of
Or-
course. And she'll help her get dressed, dry her hair a bit, and then like braid it and put it up off of her back and neck, and then she'll guide her. And does Portia know where the staff spends their downtime?
That's usually a kept secret, so I'm say probably not.
Okay.
So you do know the nurse is still where they need to be because
Okay.
of obvious reasons.
Yeah. She would probably look for spirits that could tell her where she could find the counselor.
For the dorm.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the general counselor.
Yeah,
Okay.
the general counselor.
You actually do know they're not. They wouldn't be on the island.
They
They're an
wouldn't be on the
off-island
Okay.
employee.
Okay, or even the headmistress. She would ask spirits to find the
Yeah.
headmistress.
Admistress, you can. The only thing I'll say here
Mhm.
is just as a reminder if you want to investigate anything.
Yeah.
That's just your own thing.
Okay. Yeah, she'll talk to Candy to have her walk her through what happened. This won't go anywhere else. You can tell me what happened. I won't say a word to anybody else, but I need to know what happened. between the time you guys left and the time he fell out of the window.
Then roll investigate a mystery.
Investigate a mystery. Oh, that's so bad. Snake eyes.
Oof. Yeah, it's your focus is here, and you go about in the middle of this. You just anything that's out of place, you just start to put back, as Canny does too, and just things get entirely kind of replaced the way that they should be. And then you're able to begin to escort her. Interesting, though. What you do get is there are no spirits. As though, like, unusually they're not here. There's, like, nothing. It's like this psychic void.
Oh, that's just unsettling. The quietness is just so unsettling. Okay, we need to. She's going to escort her quickly out of the area because she's not comfortable.
All right. Then dressed and hair dried, a little embarrassed. He just lets you take her wherever. And you see at this point. Well, I would just make sure everyone has time. Katie and Ace, if you are looking out, you are seeing Tara arrive with the nurse.
Okay. So Tara, I'm sorry, I'm not playing Tara. So Katie walks up to Tara and the nurse.
Okay. Nurse is looking at, as you walk up, the nurse is looking at the body and puts a sheet entirely over it.
Nurse.
Yes, Katie.
I do not know what to do.
Looks around. Picks up. Katie, please escort and ensure everyone makes it to their dorm rooms alone, except for the roommates, safely, and stays there until called upon.
No,
Please do this.
I can't. I tried to help and I messed it up. And so I got tossed out, and I'm not sure if I should, you know.
Katie, this is wild. It's okay. Right now, you are very good at making sure things go the way that they're supposed to. And that people follow the rules, right?
Okay.
Just make sure, just be there. It'll make them feel good having you walk through the halls. You don't need to talk to them. She squeezes your hand.
Tara?
Yeah, Katie, yes.
You should probably go talk to Candy.
Is that the room? Tara looks. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Yes, Tara, just make sure that they're. Make sure she's not alone. Right. Yes, nurse. And runs. Ace, anything you'd like to do?
Ace would ask the nurse if she wants him to just like try and keep an eye out for things and walk the halls too, or not.
Looking at this, the nurse stops. Goes, Katie, on second thought, come back here.
Okay.
I'll go. And they move. Looks, and as she says, this is 40 feet from that window, at least. That's pretty crazy.
Yes. What do you mean, though?
She means it's not normal.
And you're the investigation club.
Oh. Then we should investigate. Maybe we should take a look out here.
This is going to be hard on you and everyone. Do your best. So looks at both of you. You see the headmistress is on her way and had been summoned by the nurse with 3 other faculty. As they're moving quickly, she goes, just go about your business. Go ahead and just start doing what you do. And I would see... Sorry, go ahead, Jiggy.
Katie wants to investigate the area outside that the fall happened to see if anything was dropped or if there was any clue that might have gotten lost in the snow. Like, maybe he was hit by something, maybe he was carrying something, maybe somebody who pushed him left something on him.
Sure, investigate a mystery.
All right. Let's see. 9 minus 1 is 8. So that's an 8. So that means I hold 1. So let's see here. Out of all these questions, I guess it's more closely to what is being concealed here. Like, is there something that I can see that maybe there's nothing here, but I'm still looking?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, what's being concealed? So, looking around, of course you see the shards of glass. You look at Louis here, and there's a force that has thrown him this far. You can see that his hair, or his head is like, his hair's like partially been pulled out by some strands, and there are thin fingers, or like imprints of fingers, almost like burns, but much lighter, like almost, just, first degree, like light, almost sunburn, on his neck and shoulder.
Okay. So I'll point those out. If Ace is here, I'll point them out to him.
Ace would have still been there.
So Ace, look here. And she'll point at the neck and shoulder where the burn marks of the fingers are. Do you know of anything that might have left a mark like this?
Was seeing that, would I be able to look closer and investigate a mystery, possibly?
Sure.
That's a no. It's the 4.
Based on the clue you gave us earlier, it sounds like there was some kind of a struggle. Katie would know to look for his hands to see if he also, like, if this thing was pulling his hair and if it was choking at him, and then there was clearly some physical altercation. But she probably can't find anything because of the mechanics of the game, but she would still look at his hands to see if they might have grabbed anything.
Yeah. And what did you get again, Alex?
4.
What was your number? 4. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think with the concealed, you did succeed on that. So, I would say that it doesn't appear. You see strands of his own hair.
In his hand. Interesting.
There's no marks as though he was up against something.
Perhaps he was possessed if he was tearing out his own hair, Ace.
But I think with the 4, you're ushered away from the scene.
Yeah.
Right, that's enough, you two. Go.
Very well. So I guess we'll head on our way back in and hopefully meet up with Portia and them. Unless Ace has something.
Nope. He wants to meet up with those two.
Yeah, and I think, Portia, you're on your way out with Candy, so however you guys want to proceed.
Portia is just gently leading Candy. I think if she has no way of finding any staff to take care of it, Portia would probably lead Candy back to Katie and Portia's room.
Yeah. We do see the headmistress and stuff out
Okay.
there with them, but
She wouldn't want to lead her out there where the body is. No way.
yeah, I think taking her back isn't going to be a crazy deal. And if you want, you can let them know that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like whether it's Katie or whatever, and they're not going to. They kind of see that and nod and feel like it's probably the best thing.
Yeah. And before Katie returns to the room with Ace in tow, Portia will get Candy in to her bed, comfortable, to get her like a bottle of water. Just make her comfortable and help her, rubbing her back, trying to, until we can figure out what's happening. Until Katie and Ace get there, and then she'll step outside the room.
So yeah, I guess Katie will come up to the door and just thinking her room, she'll just like start twisting the knob.
Portia will go up to the door and quietly open it. Like, shh.
Are you having a party?
No. And she'll step out and mostly close the door behind her, not fully. But Candy's in there. She's laying down. I think we need to get Tara up here to keep an eye on her.
Yes. I actually sent Tara to find her.
Okay.
I don't know where she is. Where's your girlfriend, Ace?
Wait, she's not. Tara
Tara would be here. Yeah.
Okay.
So
If you could keep an eye on her, she's got a bottle of water. She's laying down. I've got her comfortable, but I, she can't be left alone, and we need to figure out what's happening here.
And I think she thinks I was trying to kill her. It was a misunderstanding.
It was a misunderstanding. She was freaked out 100%. If you could do that, Tara, that would be amazing.
she nods. You got it.
Thank you.
Well, should the three of us go to our headquarters to compare notes?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me let Candy know that Tara's going to stay here with her while I go talk to someone. Okay.
We'll wait for you there.
All right.
Ace would have grabbed a couple hot chocolates though, because in his mind that's comfort
Oh yeah.
thing on the way
She'll
up.
she'll snatch a hot chocolate from his hand and go back inside.
Katie never picked one up.
Stay safe, Tara.
Yes, you too. And just busies herself with Andy.
Candy, just sit down on the side of the bed and kind of rub the small of her back. Candy,
Uh-huh.
I've got to go look into something. Tara's gonna stay here with you, okay?
Tara. Tara. Okay, girl. I gotcha. She nods. Okay.
All right, just here's a hot chocolate, and she'll set it down on the bedside table, nightstand. Yeah, and just stay warm, okay? And she'll step out and head down, following after the other two.
See Tara trying to have her take a sip very slowly. But yeah, then the three of you kind of head on down.
So, what we found was on Louis's body, there were some burned imprints of hands, thin fingers on his neck and around the shoulder, and also Louis had torn his own hair out of his head.
Well, that's weird.
I thought it might be a possession. If he was struggling with himself.
Now, was it only in the area of Candy's room that there were no spirits, or is it just in the girls' dorm in general?
It was the girls' dorm.
Okay. After we left the girls' dorm, did Portia see spirits or?
Yeah, the normal. It's not like
Yeah,
this,
it's
they're
normal.
everywhere, but yeah, you get
Yeah.
the sense. Yeah.
Okay. Well, possibly. Yeah. All. You guys know that I see things, right?
I do too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I see dead people type of thing.
At the funeral parlor?
No. Like when a person who's died and they can't like cross over, ghosts, spirits, stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I
guys
did
knew-
not know that.
Oh, well, now you do. There's a general presence that's always there. Like, it's like I know it's just a presence. There is a foreboding lack of that presence in the girls' dormitory right now.
oh. So no spirits at all.
No. Either something spooked the spooks away, or ate them? It's just too quiet. I don't know.
Well, looks like it's going to be a long night then. We should probably start looking at the journals and trying to figure out if there's any previous entries of anything that might be there. And he wants to start like pulling out journals and starting the research.
Portia's gonna actually do research on anything that can, like, that feeds off of ghostly spirits or anything along those lines.
Okay.
Katie wants to do research on Louis. What clubs were he in? What was his schedule like? Did anyone know about him and Candy? So, in other words, this doesn't have to be RP or anything, but she would go out to get that information and then return back
Okay.
and kind of compare notes.
Gotcha. So you get information on Louis. Okay. I think people are generally okay with this. So, and Ace, what would you be doing?
Ace is going to be going past trying to sort through like past journal entries of previous investigation club members to see if this has ever been encountered before. To like the signs and things like that, like people being thrown out of windows without any seeing with burn marks on them and things like that.
Absolutely. The one thing you kind of now have had time to understand, you saw the burn. It's more like frozen skin. Almost like a frost burn, and you notice that Louis' body was covered in a frost. And let's break. We'll come back.
All right.
Alrighty. So, everybody back?
I am.
I'm back.
Um, so, I'll go one by one to everybody, but y'all investigating pieces of the mystery. So go ahead and roll that. And Portia and Ace, as you come to back of the library, you see that the way is open directly to the base of your room.
Okay. The way is open to Ace's base or to our club room?
To your club room. Shield mating is standing aside.
Portia, do you have your coat on you?
My coat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have another way in. Unless you want to confront whatever this is, but we can either budge in or I can guess in another way, but we'll be a little colder.
I think we should probably see if there's anybody in there. I'll peek my head around the door to see if I can see anybody.
Okay. You look around and in. From what you can see, you don't see anybody.
Do you see any spirits, Portia, that can tell us who opened the door?
Do I?
You see this. You look and you can see the spirit of the maiden. And they are in this pantomime scream. And when you do this, you can see that there is a single-edged knife that seems old, incredibly ancient, a little bit dilapidated, corroded at points, the stone hilt, that has been struck into the statue itself, just between where the neck meets the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And it is there where the spirit is connected and is also pierced there in the screen, and in this pantomime scream.
Oh, that knife. Can you get that out, Ace?
I can try. Ace will go and try and pull the knife out of the stone.
Hold on.
Okay.
She's gonna try and get the attention and try and get her to either nod or shake her head. If we pull this knife out, is this gonna separate you from the statue? Is this gonna harm you any more if we pull this knife out?
She shakes her head.
Okay, go ahead, Ace.
All right. Is there a possibility to like just get like? Actually, no. He's going to like take off his jacket and like wrap it around his hand so he's not like touching the knife directly, just in case, and pull the knife out.
Okay. You take the knife out, and it's and what is that? And she asks your questions.
Okay. Did you see who did this?
Though I like strange two had shirts with hoods.
They had hoods.
Basically describing hoodies.
Yeah, hoodies.
Those
Okay.
black and yellow.
Black and yellow hoodies.
I asked their question and they stabbed me.
Oh. Could you tell height?
Same as all of you.
Okay. Oh God. Oh.
Is this the statue speaking or a spirit
Yeah.
speaking only to Portia?
I think the spirit just did Portia.
Black and yellow hoodies. Ace. Did they leave? Did they take anything? Did you see?
I could not see once the knife.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Are you okay now? Are you better?
I will be fine.
Uh,
What makes me will heal me over time.
Okay, I'm so sorry. We'll figure this out. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening right now. We're trying to figure this out. You wouldn't be able to happen to be able to like point us in or give us a suggestion on where to look to figure out like something that can, like a spirit or anything that can scare away other spirits or eat other spirits?
She shakes her head.
Okay, you just take it easy, rest. Well, we've got it from here, okay?
Nods.
Thank you.
Alright. So we had that action. Now, Jackie, you could either do, I think, investigate a mystery, or you could try to manipulate someone, but it's up to you.
I might as well try to investigate then. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's the same -1, so. All right, that's 9 minus 1 is an 8.
All right. So you wanted some information here?
Yes, about Louis.
Okay, so and you're going to like his friends?
Yeah, his friends, anybody who knew Candy as well, trying to figure out When did they meet? What does he do? What clubs is he in? What's his daily schedule like? What classes is he in?
Okay. Did you get that? Candy and Louis were longtime girlfriend and boyfriend. They, as far as his class schedule, fairly common. Though he did a little bit of classes in the first quarter, very uncharacteristically for him, into kind of the Thearts. And there was some... Candy was upset about it later, and from it he had quit. And there was something going on with that.
Okay. All right.
I think it was the biggest thing. That was a big deal. And
Okay.
some people are like, yeah, Candy just said, no, you stop now. Yeah, he did.
So what class was that?
This would be acting and
Acting.
theatrical production.
Oh, theater. Okay. I thought you meant the arts. Okay. So he was in a theater program. Okay. All right. So I will take that information with me. I'm going to go back to HQ.
Okay. Be back. And then all right, Ace, you wanted to investigate, so go ahead, roll investigate a mystery.
All right. 3, 6, 2 is an 11. So that's hold 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Hold 2. So, looking at it, he's mainly concerned about what sort of creature is it?
Okay. Going strictly towards the type of creature, this would seem... I think you go with some of the information about like the faux burns that you have, and the fact that it seemed that Candy didn't think anyone is in the room, pulled by hair, lack of physical marks, and this is a spirit of some kind, poltergeist, or the like.
All right. And then once he figures that out, you see him spin in his chair towards like the poltergeist and stuff like that section that we organized it to, and he just starts looking at what can hurt it.
Okay. Yeah. So where it finds its weakness is twofold. Something that has this amount of power has have a type of trigger. And should the trigger be released, then they would typically go, not be able to sustain themselves. If they're angry about something or that was done to them, something like an apology. If there was something wrong that was made right, those types of things. The other way is by an exorcism, which would be considered big magic and very dangerous. It would require, if you look at the general way to exercise, it looks like there would be 6 people required in total. And something of this power, you would also get that it would need to be done in the place where they were brought forth, where they cross the veil from the dead to the living. That's where the ritual would have to be conducted. And it would take some time and chanting to do. Does that all make sense?
It does.
Okay. And Portia.
Does Ace share that information?
You would hear him just rambling as he's reading the books out loud as he finds like important pieces. It's one of those like he's scrolling, and then once he sees something that just his form of reading, once he sees something that's somewhat important or could possibly be important, he just starts reading out loud. If anyone cares, which normally no one does, but that's just his way of doing it. Now, whether Portia actually listens is another thing, because she probably would have got like a whole bunch of other stuff with that.
Yeah. Well, once he started looking in the poltergeist section or the ghost section or whatever, she would probably tune in to what he was saying, and then she's actually going to try to tune in on a poltergeist. Now that they kind of have this idea and thinking of this, how strong this poltergeist is, she would try and tune in with this creature, with this monster.
Okay. Make a roll.
$10.
All right. What do you get to know?
I get hold on a 10 plus hold 3. Where is the creature right now?
Okay. You tune in, and your vision goes back to the female dorms. In a particular room where you see through the eyes of the creature a young girl. You've had enough classes in her to know that her name is Shelley.
Shelley.
And she is shouting at this thing. And you feel like it's shouting back. She goes, "Wasn't what was supposed to happen? You weren't supposed to do that."
So does it feel like this thing has a connection to Shelley in some way? Like maybe Shelley summoned it?
Is that one of your holds?
No, actually it's not.
Sorry. Mechanics are meant to lend for investigation.
Yeah.
So you try not to.
Yeah. What is it planning to do right now?
You hear Shelley scream. Yeah, so I got him to cheat on his love of his life with me. Then he dumped me. He was supposed to stay with me. So I wanted you to get rid of her, not him. As you feel anger rise up. and this bead wants to kill Shelly.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna hold the last one.
As you're trying to hold, Shelly is lifted up through the air.
Ah! Can I jinx it? Real quick.
Does it allow you to do that?
It says you can encourage coincidences to occur the way you want. And it says when you jinx a target, like, since I know where it is, like, and I'm kind of in its brain right now, I want to try and jinx it. Oh, shit. Oh,
Roll
that's
it.
really good. Really good. Okay. 11, 12, 13. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I want to
She's
interfere.
Throwing this girl towards the window. What are you doing?
I am
You interfere.
interfering.
How are you interfering? What are
I
you doing?
am going to make like this unbearable screech in this creature, in this thing's mind, to try and make it lose focus and lose corporealness. Does that make sense? To release Shelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do.
And
And I'll say that's going to use up your last hold
that's fine.
to affect this. And you feel it let go and leave. And the last bit you get is just find him.
Okay,
And your connection's going to be broken.
okay, well, on my tune in, oh, that was the last hold because I had 2 holds on Jinx and 3 holds on
Oh, I see.
tune in. Yeah.
Tell me what you'd like to do.
Okay, so instead of doing the second hold on Jinx, I want to get this thing's attention.
Okay.
Have it come after me.
Portia. Okay. And then it is aware of your interference. You hear those who cover and protect, those who take careless care of hearts deserve their punishment. And you feel it is coming directly towards you.
Okay, Ace, heads up! It's coming to get me!
And as soon as he says that, he literally like pushes, and I think as he like pushes off, he's probably gonna knock a few boxes off, and like the rolly chair just like scrolls over to the keypad, and he punches it and his numbers to come in, and he's like, "Get inside, get inside, get inside."
Oh, it's gonna get through there! Maybe we should bring on Katie!
In this craziness,
Katie,
the door
get inside.
opens and Katie can see this because Katie was headed that direction.
Yeah. Katie, my life is in danger now.
Get inside. No
Okay.
talking. Get inside. Safe room.
Which Katie
Okay.
comes into. Are you there, Jackie?
I'm sorry.
I was going to say Katie comes into them freaking out there.
Okay.
Katie, I'm probably going to die. If I do, you can have all my art supplies, but let's go into this safe room real quick.
You're not going to die. Get down there. And he like ushers them down and hits the button on under the medical bed that sends the spiral stairs to send into the panic room.
Do you have any like holy water, Ace?
Okay, is Katie going?
Let me ask a mechanics question real quick because I feel like we're kind of moving from investigation immediately to action without any of the investigation mattering.
Yeah, that move kind of changed some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess going forward, what I'd like to see in the game is if we're doing like an investigation, have that scene where we kind of, discuss so that there's actually a mystery.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think so. So in this, we can actually go back because I think in this, that's what I thought was going to happen. Except Portia, you did your thing, right?
Yeah,
So-
I know. I'm sorry.
That's where that was a little bit. So I get that. Well, I don't think we did anything wrong.
Okay.
I think we're just trying to establish how we'd like to play together.
Okay. Well, yeah, I understand. Okay. We can take away the how can I attract its attention.
No,
That's
no,
fine.
we'll keep going.
No. Now I feel bad. Okay.
No. It's I think because we've never had that conversation as a group, like how to structure the mechanics of the game,
Oh yeah,
and so I think this might have led to a brief problem, but it's not anyone's fault. It just sort of narratively happened.
yeah.
So
Okay, but some more for
Okay.
going forward. Yeah, and I would say this type of thing again. The way this game works, trying to work with the creature without knowing this much about it is always hard.
Yeah.
Right, that's kind of the thing with that. That's why, I mean, I don't know. I'm willing to actually let it because it is just one of those things. Like engaging the monster before you know enough about it
Oh yeah.
is meant to be deadly, or if not outright, like you aren't individually powerful enough to take on anything
Yeah.
in this game. But I think we could probably narratively go through it. I just want to make sure we're so yeah. So I guess Kate's going down there. What I will say is I think there's this moment of getting. Well, actually, I'm sorry, Jack. You said before you answer that. So I should ask you: is Katie going down there?
yeah, she'll follow.
Okay. Very cool. In that case, then you find yourselves down there waiting.
And just letting you know, Ace would have put them directly into the panic room and not just into the open bunker itself.
Okay, so you're in the panic room. Yeah, and I might as well take a moment while we're waiting here because I think since we had scratched the mechanics thing, some of the mechanics of the way Monster of the Week works is upon a mystery happening, there is a clock. You as the players don't get to necessarily get aware of what the clock consists of, but I manage it. And usually it's something like after so many scenes or possibly so many moves, there's various things I might do for the tenor of the mystery.
Okay.
And things begin to happen. So one thing is this confrontation that you got to witness. So it was essentially happening like in the background at some point, but you got to kind of get in on it. And so it's just sort of how things work. Things progress based on a clock. It goes from day to midnight is sort of the idea. And so I guess that's kind of how, as we've got how things work. So that's how the mystery, and so more occurrences occur, and then you can investigate those as well. As more and more things happen. So yeah, that's how things go as well. But anyway, back here you've put them into the panic room. Describe your panic room for a moment.
It has the spiral staircase leading down, and inside of it you just see bottles of water lined against the wall, as well as like MRE style rations. And you think that There might be some from like World War II, even, and possibly even some sea rations from World War One. But they're stocked to last a couple days at least. And then you could also see like a couple books that he would have had down there that Katie had previously just randomly left places about monsters and things like that.
Alright.
And it does have a couple cots down there, so if it does get like extremely long and you like see some like runic scriptures on the wall because it is spiritually warded as well.
Good to know. Okay. So we're just sitting here waiting. Right?
Mhm.
Well, I figured we could come down here, we could discuss what we found, and then since it's coming after, you said it's coming to get you, right, Portia?
It was on its way to come and get me, yeah.
So me and Katie should be safe if we need to go out, right? Theoretically?
Theoretically, yeah. Yeah. Katie, what did you find out about Louis?
Well, it seems the more pressing question is what is coming here.
Oh, a poltergeist. That can only be stopped by pulling the trigger or by doing a
Exorcism.
yes, that word, because I can't think words right now.
It's fine.
But yes. And if we do one of insert blank word here, it needs 6 people.
A poltergeist.
Yes, a poltergeist. A powerful poltergeist from the sounds.
This may be something I'm familiar with.
Oh?
Yes. I remember in the 90s, I was going to high school, and there were a group of kids who spoke about a theater department poltergeist. They said it had a group of students from the 1950s, and apparently they were all saved by a stoner.
Okay, so you went to high school in the 90s.
Did I? I have somewhere I need to be. She walks up to the door.
That's what I thought.
As you hear clanging of metal and things being thrown around.
Oh, it appears the poltergeist is here.
Okay.
Well, yes, the connection I was making was that Louis was involved in the theater department.
Okay. Wait, Louis was dating Candy, right?
Yes, for quite some time.
Well, from what I got, Shelley wanted Louis and got him to cheat on Candy with her.
Who is Shelley?
Do I know any classes that Shelley would be in?
She'd be in the art. She would also know she would be in theater.
Oh, she's also a theater kid. She's
Hmm.
in the art class.
We should ask her. if she is also familiar with this event,
She is.
of the event from the 90s.
No, from today. It wasn't Louis who was supposed to go out that window.
She was?
It was supposed to be Candy.
Candy.
Yeah,
Why Candy?
because Louis broke up with Shelley because he regretted. I'm guessing he regretted cheating on her with Shelley. Shelley called in this spirit, like, I don't know, and they were arguing.
Yes, that's why he left the theater program. He had an argument and a falling out with Candy.
Well, that's a plus. So we know that one. So we know kind of that there is that who like helped make this, but what's the trigger? Because like we have to figure out. So the trigger can be like, why is it attached and angry? And when we can solve the root of it, we can fix it. So do we think that maybe if this thing is angry, why do we think this thing's angry? Like because of this guy cheating? I mean, from reading it, it can be as simple as I'm sorry, but I don't really think this guy can say I'm sorry anymore, so I don't think that will quite work.
The clanging stops, and it's silent outside again.
You think it went away?
Maybe.
Perhaps I should call my father.
Would he know anything?
He might know how they got rid of the poltergeist.
Yeah, maybe.
Was he the hippie in the 90s?
50s. The hippie was in the 50s,
Oh,
wasn't it?
50s.
No, he was. The stoner was definitely from the 90s,
Uh-huh.
but he also could have been making the entire thing up.
Well, if we know that it's going to go after, like in his mind, like he's going to say, well, if we know it's going to go after Candy, then we need to bring Candy here, and then you just hear him say Tara, and he runs towards the button to hit the thing for the spiral staircase to like come down.
To try to stop him.
So Katie goes to grab you, trying to stop you.
Wait, Ace.
If you open that, will the spirit get in here?
Now, if it's gone already.
Do you have
Well-
like cameras?
I have an idea.
Okay.
I might be able to get a camera outside. Is there a small hole?
Not in the panic room.
Perhaps if we temporarily open the room, I can throw a camera outside and get a good look.
Your eyeball?
How do you know about that?
Because you showed me and you told me about it.
I have.
Yeah.
Oh. Then yes.
Well,
You told me about it, and I was talking about how I'd like to make a fake eye for you at some point because I know you have one eye that's fake.
Yes.
the thing is it's kind of a button, and it's either a open with spiral staircase coming down or closed with spiral staircase going up. So
That's
it's
too
either
bad.
like
Just
not
open it.
protected
Just
or-
open it. Just open it. I'm prepared. I have prepared myself. Just open it.
okay. Look for spirits. If you see it come down, let us know, and I'll turn back. Otherwise, I'm gone.
Okay. Okay.
Portia, stay with me.
I'm staying with you, no problem. She's actually kind of behind you, her head poking around your arm, like your shoulder.
He hits the button and just starts running.
You know, now that I think about it, the poltergeist seems to have a problem with males. Perhaps Ace going out there is not our best decision.
Well, if I like, there was something, I heard something, it was about betrayal.
Maybe
Not
the
like-
poltergeist was summoned because of a past traumatic event.
I think it was because Shelley wanted Louis, and Louis betrayed her by breaking up with her to get back with Candy.
But it very specifically only targeted Louis, not Candy.
And Shelley was very angry and yelling and screaming at this poltergeist because it was supposed to be Candy that was pushed out the window.
And the way Tara and Ace get along, it could be very easy to confuse that Ace might not be doing as well with
maybe,
Tara.
Maybe we should go after them?
Yes, I am beginning to think that the poltergeist will target Ace and kill him.
Okay, do I see anything?
Out here, the room is trashed. Things are broken. So the thing here, Ace, I'm going to say this base, for what it can get you, will be unusable for the mystery. Except the panic room.
Yep.
Because they have trashed it.
Oh.
That sucks. Sorry, Ace.
Well, that was a way of, like, we don't want to face this ghost, right? It was like, we don't want them to kill us, so that's kind of the trade narratively.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But Ace would be trying to use the inhumanly speed to try and, like, run as fast as he can. If you
So the quickest way is going to be back through to the library, going under, so you don't have to get through the snow.
Oh,
Right. So you're trying to move very, very quickly. You come out, and I would say, like, the two of you are a few paces behind Ace, but you're here in the scene. You're rushing out of the library, and you see a young man who is, like, mouth open, like he wants to scream, but he's too much in shock. And you see a girl that he's looking at who's been crushed between two bookcases. She's much more flat than she was. Head crushed and she's dead. Blood trickling.
Okay.
Well,
Get the nurse.
perhaps it only targets the person who cheated, after all.
You say that. Oh, she said it was over with him. Was it not? Was I a fling?
Oh, no.
What?
You will need a therapist.
Go get the nurse.
You recognize this particular. She does have a yellow scarf on. You recognize it as someone who was. This is. Her name is Amelia, and she was going steady with a boy. You would know. I was going to dance with someone else. All right. Who's trying to get this going? Is there anything you want to do? Here.
What? Yeah, Katie, you're right. He'll probably need counseling, but she'll shake him, take him by the shoulders and kind of shake him a little bit just to kind of like snap him out of it. I'm like, go get the nurse.
To him.
Yeah, to him.
Manipulate somebody.
Oh, that's maximum 6, 12, 14.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right, so they do it. Right. Okay. And starts running.
Okay. Oh, this is getting bad. Okay.
Portia,
Yeah.
have you ever cheated?
No, I've never even had a boyfriend.
Well, I believe we will be safe.
All right. So again, I think Ace was here too and saw this. So you guys are together.
Ace will still run, but he looks back and just says, Portia, ask the shield maiden if she cheated on someone. Maybe that's the trigger.
Okay. Shield maiden, have you ever cheated on anybody?
Sword comes out to your neck. How dare you?
I didn't think so. I didn't think so. No, I did not think so. We're trying to figure out this poltergeist. It looks like it only hurts people that have cheated or have betrayed somebody's trust.
What would you like to do?
Should we follow Katie? Follow Ace, Katie? Hey, Katie, should we follow Ace?
Katie, yes.
Okay, let's go. Following Ace.
All right. You rush through the hallways. There's a strange frost that's on the walls. But then it doesn't go to where the dorms are. And then you rush to your room and you see Tara and Candy there. Goes, y'all look like you're seeing a ghost.
Poltergeist.
Oh shit! That was being okay.
Let's go.
Candy, what's going on? Just we're going somewhere. See.
Grab them coats, Portia.
Are either of you familiar with a play in the 1990s?
Look at you. Oh.
Okay.
I throw coats at Ace. I really think we should go check on Shelly. This thing almost pushed her out of her window.
Right.
All right.
Oh. We just said that in front of Candy.
Oh shit, I did.
Shelly?
Yes, Shelly.
What's Shelly have to do with this?
I think she may have summoned this poltergeist.
Wait. Summon a. Why did she do something? Oh my gosh! Just because he wanted. He had a little fling.
No,
Because
she didn't mean to do that. She was trying to kill you.
Oh shit! Oh god!
So after me?
No, it's not after you. It looks like it only attacks people or is after people who have been unfaithful or have betrayed other people's trust.
But starts crying.
Oh, sweetheart.
I forgave him.
I know, but
He's an idiot.
yeah.
I
I know. She
gave
gives
him the cold shoulder, but he didn't deserve to die for being an idiot.
she'll hug. She'll hug Candy. I know, and we'll get this taken care of. Like, I'm so sorry. But we need to get you guys safe.
Okay.
Ace.
He turns around. Yes, he's got like Tara by the hand and like halfway through the door already. What's up?
I have an idea.
What's
Would your room be able to house a poltergeist? Your panic room.
Would it lock it in?
Right.
Don't know. It's designed to keep things out, not so much keep
Well, I mean,
people in. I mean, technically, if it can touch things, it could just release the big red button and
Well,
get out.
maybe there's a way you can prevent it from doing that. But what I was thinking was if we trap it in there by luring it in, by basically having Ace cheat on Tara, then it would follow to find Ace in the panic room. And when it gets there, Ace will slip out, lock it in, and when it gets bored, it will leave.
But there's one way in and one way out, and it's a spiral staircase. Like, how can I?
That I don't know. But it is a solid plan.
and I don't think it'd be I don't think it would count if he quote unquote cheated on Tara if we made the plan to make it look like he cheated on her and she knows that it's a plan and she's not upset about it. Right,
No.
Tara?
Yes, so Ace, you will have to actually kiss someone and mean it.
I think I'd be more worried about Tara than the poltergeist. No, nothing. I'm completely faithful to you, honey, but
Tara
also
breathes like,
slightly
just
terrified.
shut up.
Okay. All right.
Can we disable the thing? Could we trap it? Could we trap it in the room?
Not that I know of. But if we get Candy, that is 6 people, and 6 people can do the exorcism.
Or
It's
not
true.
Candy. Candy's here. We need to get Shelly.
Oh, Shelly.
Well, we already... Oh, yes, you're right. I was looking at the screen forgetting the GM. It's not the player. That's fine. So if we get Shelly, we can have the 6 needed. And yes,
Do we know how to perform an exorcism though?
I've read a book about it,
You've read a book about it?
it's good enough for me.
and it's
Okay.
dangerous high-level magic.
Okay, do we have access to holy water, a Bible, and a cross? Because I think those are things that you need for an exorcism.
We could check the museum downstairs.
Is there a museum?
There's supposed to be an artifact room.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go get Shelly. We'll check the artifact room and then we'll.
Is there like a... I don't know if the school has any youth group, like maybe a religious group or something, that they might have access to someone who can make holy water.
Or even blah, 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 not a temple. What am I like? You know how in hospitals they have a
Chaplain?
chapel.
I don't think there's a chapel, but I think there's some ways if you like search around, try to find some stuff to do this, you can.
Okay.
Actually, you just have to investigate it slowly.
Right. They'd probably be off the island if we did have anybody, but it's worth looking into.
Definitely.
Wouldn't the thing on how to hurt it, knowing that an exorcism could hurt it, would I know what would be required for the exorcism, or just that an exorcism could hurt it?
Yeah, you know that would get rid of them.
Okay, so I don't actually know how to perform one. Okay.
I mean, you read enough to like some of the symbols. Yeah, I think it would like the holy. You got to get the people. Something like the holy water would do well.
Mhm.
Like, that would be the thing. The thing with the exorcism is that it's going to take some time, and they're going to be aware of what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Does it have to be around for the exorcism to work, or do we do not know that?
It doesn't have to be around, but it'll know where you are and what you are doing.
Okay.
So
Back to plan run, get them
Oh.
to the panic room, and then go to the museum, try and find the things, and then get back to the panic room, do the exorcism there.
As a
and-
reminder, the exorcism must be performed where it crossed over originally,
yeah.
from the place of the dead to the place of the living.
Okay. And
Oh.
also,
Thank
there
you.
was Ace. Didn't you say there was another way to do this?
Yes, finding the trigger, so whatever made this thing angry in the first place.
Well, I think we need to talk to Shelly 100% because I have a feeling that she brought this thing to existence.
Okay, let's talk more on the road before it kills someone else.
Okay, let's go. Shelly's room we go.
Okay.
Well, let's keep Candy in the back of the group.
Sounds good. You're very close to Shelly's room. It's the female dorms. And as you open up here, the door's unlocked. You open, and Shelly is floating 2 feet above the floor, and you see this ghastly apparition holding her there. She's got long hair, braids coming down, white eyes, gray mist, this print dress that looks like it's from the 70s with bell bottoms and with one hand she holds Shelly to the wall, the other her hand has gone through Shelly's chest, and ice is forming around her chest where her heart is, and Shelly's breathing out this vapor.
Maybe I should have checked to see if it was here.
And it looks, you. What do you want to do?
That's right, it's me. Come get me.
Well, Ace would say get Tara to the panic room and yourself and just pull out a holy dagger and go after it, but I don't know what everyone else wants to do. That's just like what Ace would do.
If Ace is going after it, then Ace can roast and kick some ass.
Alright. Ooh, that's good. That's a 12.
Okay. What is your added effect?
Yes. Give me one moment to. Once the thing wants to get to that thing, the added effect's going to be. Say nice. No. Alright. That's All right. He's going to because people are in danger, he's going to just go up it and as much as he can just like drive in at it.
You're gonna do what to it? I'm sorry. What's your edit effect? Do we lose you, Alex? Is it me?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yes. So what did Ace want to do for the edit effect?
Actually, I was gonna plan on doing one thing, but just wondering because I'm not as familiar with the combat side of this, what does your attack drive the enemy away in a route? What
So
exactly
did
is
you
that?
take advantage to kick some ass?
No.
Okay, then the 12 plus is only for advanced. You just get the 10.
Oh,
You get one.
okay.
You get an effect from the 10 plus.
Sorry, I did not know that was different. I apologize. Inflict terrible harm. Actually, force them where you want them, and I'm going to force them slightly back away from Candy, if that's possible.
Shelly.
Yes.
Shelly? Sorry.
Absolutely. Shelly drops to the ground as you push this thing with the dagger in it away towards the wall. And how much harm does your dagger do?
It does. Sorry, it's a blessed knife, not a dagger. But it does 1.
Okay. One harm comes in. It would ignore all of this. And she screams, then takes her hand and puts it into your heart. As you take 3 harm, ignore armor.
Alright. And sorry, it does 2 harm, hand holy is the thing on the knife.
2 harm. Okay.
But alright, 3 thing, ignore armor. The last thing I did take a move from another playbook, and I took something from the monstrous called it immortal. It says whenever you suffer 1 harm, suffer 1 less. Does that count as armor, or is that different?
No, I think that just counts unless it doesn't operate with magic. But then otherwise, yeah, it's going to go ahead and so you get 1 less. So you would go to 2.
Okay.
And I need you to roll weird.
Oh. Alright. That's a 5 and a 3 plus 2, that's 10.
10. Very good. As she grabs your heart, you feel her trying to dig in deeply to who you are, to find out what type of person you are, but you resist, and instead you're able to stare into her. So you can ask me a single question about her.
Who was she?
Or what was her trigger?
Well, who was she? Her name is Evelyn Bradshaw. All right. Anybody do anything else?
Well, what's around the room?
This is a dual bed double dorm room. There's bed sheets, desks, no computers or anything obviously in this school, pencils, there's clothes, there's a bathroom.
And what is this ghost wearing?
A 70s print dress with bell bottoms.
And anything else?
Not of note.
All right.
They'll appear to be part of her, like, incorporeal form.
Okay. Um. So when you say incorporeal, it can't. It's basically it can't be touched, right?
Right. I would say, yeah, you get that. She's passing through objects, though that knife, based on what it is, because it's holy, was able to harm her.
Okay. I'm gonna try. I'm going to try to use the bed sheet
Okay.
as its own independent thing. I'm going to try to awaken the bed sheet.
Oh, okay.
Not good. So I'm going to suffer harm and lose part of my essence.
Hmm. Okay, there is a crack as you feel some of the issues from before come back up. So, Portia, what do you? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think with that, Katie kind of sinks into the corner and just starts sitting down, like totally in panic mode.
Absolutely. Portia, what do you want to do?
I think seeing all of this, Portia would get sad because this thing is so angry, and she feels like, and she does feel like it was because somebody betrayed this person's trust and betrayed her on a very deep level. And she's gonna try to make eye contact with this thing, and she's got a tear running down her face, and she's just gonna apologize. I'm so sorry for what happened to you. Betrayal is not fun. It hurts. And nothing can make it right for you now.
What are you trying to do? Move.
And if she's going to try and tune in on this thing again to once again attract its attention.
All right, can roll.
7. So I got a +1.
Yeah, and that's
hold
attract his
on,
attention, right?
Yeah, how can I attract his attention?
Okay. So it looks at you and sticks its hand in your heart. You take 3 harm
Mm-hmm.
and roll weird.
10.
Okay, you can ask them one question. They can't get into your heart. Ask me one question about them.
How can we make this right for them?
See into her soul. You see an office of Professor Clevenger. And you see this young professor and this young student, the one that's standing before you, engaged in amorous conduct as they make love. And flashes to him after she's left, looking at her wedding ring, her asking her to be with him, her getting pregnant, and him coming to her room one night, and he throws her out a window. And as I said, this would be the person that wronged her.
Is this professor still a teacher? Or is he at a different school?
You'd have to investigate that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to get her. I wouldn't know how to get her off of me I wouldn't even know how to. Would I be able to convince her to let me go so we can take care of it?
Depends how you want to try to do it. You cannot manipulate a monster.
No, yeah. Can she open herself up to this creature to show her the best intentions? With her hand on her heart.
I would say if you want, you can let her see into your heart willingly.
Uh-huh.
So you could do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, you need to answer this honestly for Portia.
Okay.
So this has to be like that, the absolute truth of Portia's here.
Okay.
Which is, you ever betrayed anyone?
No.
I think the other one will be, are you trying to destroy me?
Definitely not. Just want to help you move on.
must find him. His office. He always liked to be there. And she starts to go.
Hey guys, do we know a Professor Clevenger?
Katie, you're really good at knowing everyone in here. Do you know a Clevenger? I mean, you're good at talking to all the people and knowing their names.
You're muted, Jackie.
I don't know if I know anyone or not.
All right. Can Ace try and investigate a mystery then to see if he knows this?
Sure.
That's going to be 3, 2, 1. That's a 6. That's a fail.
Not sure.
Wait. Investigate a mystery sharp, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 2 is 7, so I guess that would have been okay.
Okay. You're trying to know if there's anybody of the name.
Yeah, at the school.
I'm gonna say you're aware somewhat of that teacher's name. Not sure if they're still here or not, but you do know they were an English professor here.
Well, at one point they're an English professor. I mean, do you guys still have, by any chance, any remnants of those yearbooks we had like 4 months ago in your room?
Probably. Portia is not feeling too great, and she's crawling over to Katie. She just noticed that Katie slumped into the corner and looking her over. Are you okay?
No,
What happened?
I'm not sure.
Do you need help getting up?
Yes.
Okay. Portia will help Katie up.
By the way, he goes to the girl. Are you okay?
I'm hurt. I might need the nurse. I don't.
Portia, do you need the nurse too?
She'll shake her head. No.
The nurse is busy with a girl who was slammed into a bookshelf.
Oh, that's right, the dead one. And he says that. Yes, this poltergeist you summon kills things.
Did you summon this poltergeist, Shelley?
With this, she. I just. Yes, I just wanted. I didn't mean to summon her.
Who did you mean to summon?
The name was supposed to be Belagel, a demon of revenge. I was supposed to just kill Candy and go. But I guess I messed something up. I don't know. And now she said her name was Evelyn. Talked about this man, Eric Clevenger, some grody old professor who they guess did things with. And I
Wait.
yelled at
What did you say?
Eric Clevenger
After that?
that they did things together.
No. You said a grody old professor?
Mm-hmm.
That is an interesting way to phrase it.
I mean, sorry, I was sleeping with a grown man that's sort of ill.
It is
Matt, was that a purposeful thing that you put in there?
What are you thinking?
Slang from another decade.
Like he was from another decade, or
Like she.
oh no,
Oh.
not
okay.
not in that sense. No.
He killed her.
By the way, I guess we should also keep heading towards trying to fix this, but also, in what universe is a demon better than a poltergeist?
You do what you tell him, right? It's not supposed to work. That's what Ellie said.
Are you familiar with the 90s?
Not overly.
About a musical poltergeist?
I mean, no. My roommate Ellie is the one who suggested when we, as a little bit ago, we were trying to. She said there's some cool stuff in one section of the library. We put a knife into this, neck of a statue. We got some books.
You attacked the shield maiden?
We put a knife in a statue.
Oh
And then
my
she
God.
was on a book. She was trying to do some type of spell, and that's when I saw the stuff for this.
Where is Ellie?
Revenge. Oh no!
Oh my God.
So you did a spell to summon a poltergeist,
A demon.
a demon, to attempt to kill someone.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, yeah, someone who stole. That's what I was trying to do, but it's supposed to be her, not him, and not. You said he killed somebody else.
I
No, she's
don't
killed someone else. Now she's killing everyone.
I don't see how that justifies it.
No. She's killing people who have cheated on or betrayed the person that they're supposed to love.
Which were high schoolers, so trying to kill everyone is probably an accurate statement.
Ace, just because your sister is homicidal does not mean that it excuses the behavior.
Exactly.
Well, my sister would only be homicidal if she found out certain things I did. There's a difference. It's a figure of speech that she may or may not kill me if she finds things out. That's what siblings are like.
I feel like we should take you, Shelley, to the headmistress.
Yes, 100%. It's a good idea.
There definitely will be consequences for your actions. I will not sugarcoat that. You attempted to kill someone, and by doing so, killed someone else.
And as far as we know, not just that person, but someone else too. You've got two
Exactly.
people on. You got two deaths on your hands.
So to make this right, you are going to have to help us.
Okay. Help you.
Okay. So we need to know where in that library you were. Take us there. And what books you were looking at specifically. And where is Ellie?
Don't know where Ellie is. I have the books here. I mean, Ellie took some of them. But in these books, there's things of demons, and one could try to put together some type of summoning ritual. And she'll show you her. She picks up a carpet. Shows you some chalk and blood bowls and things that look like she was trying to summon it here.
Where's the book?
Right here.
She'll take the book. Show me exactly what you were trying to do. Show me which page it is on.
Get the ritual, and comparing the two, I would say you get that seems that she was inexperienced. Maybe they don't really match up.
Yeah.
So she brought forth this spirit instead of who she was targeting.
Portia's gonna close the book and bonk her on the head with it. Don't mess with stuff you don't know.
You all know about it?
No, which is why I don't go around trying to summon demons. Okay. Now we gotta find where Ellie is.
Where is she most likely to be?
Well, it's like to be outside a lot.
Outside?
In this weather?
Weather never bothered her.
Are we near a window?
Yeah.
Katie turns from the group to put on her sunglasses and takes out an eye and just kind of slips it outside to go flying to get a good perimeter and see if she can spot anyone out there. Is there anyone or any place in particular she usually frequents outside?
Maybe she likes to be by the gate a lot.
So that's where I'll check.
Okay. You see your eye floats through the sky. See this figure in what is this very thick winter cloak they have draped around themselves. It's green and has this white fur on the inside, and they have a vial, and they are it looks like taking like a lighter to one of the icicles that are coming off of the gate that makes kind of the wolf's head and one of its fangs, letting that liquid from the icicle drip into this vial.
Ah, I think I found her. Wearing a large coat, dripping a vial
Icicle water into the vial.
of icicle water into the vial. Okay.
She's by the gate. So she's by the gate?
Yes. Katie's just sitting there telling you all this. Big old sunglasses on.
Yeah. Portia's got her head out the window. Oh, you got your video camera out there, don't you?
That's right. My video drone.
Yeah, okay. Should we go get her, or should we go find... We should probably go... Or should we go check on see if Professor Clevenger is still in the house?
I can send my other drone to see.
If you don't have your other drone, how are you going to see?
I will not be able to,
Oh no.
but I can do it.
How about you keep an
She
eye on her?
Turns around.
No.
She's doing it.
Okay. I'll be your seeing eye dog. It's fine.
Yeah, sends the other one out.
What, the other eye?
Yeah, to find the
Through the
house
hallways.
or the hall. Go through the hall.
To find
Meanwhile,
the-
Katie is just standing there with sunglasses on.
And who are you trying to find?
She's trying to find the professor that we were talking
Sure,
about to
yeah.
see if he's here.
Okay.
And she just kind of reaches out her hands.
and-
Can someone take my hand?
Yeah. Portia will grab her hand and place it on her shoulder or place it on her arm so Portia can lead Katie.
All right. You search through. Oh yeah, investigate a mystery if you're trying to find somebody.
Oh, yes. Here we go. All right. Oh God, what do I have on this? Is it a -1? Oh no.
Can I help to
If,
negate that?
if it's useful, we'd see if it's even useful.
It would be useful.
You got a
Okay.
6,
I got a 6.
Okay. So
so you were
Um,
cool.
real cool. Okay. And okay, 9.
Okay, so that gets it to a 7.
Okay, so that will give us a question. And let's see here. I think what I'm looking for is where did it go in terms of the person that I'm looking for, the professor? Where might he be?
Yeah, I think. I think your eye then goes to the headmistress's office, and she has a board, almost dry erase, that is scheduling and all these types of things and days off. You can see all the names of the staff, and you would recognize the name as being the on-site groundskeeper.
Ah. Well, that's so I definitely passed that along.
And you would know where their place is. It's more like in the woods.
So
Just-
basically, she does have one eye that's keeping on this other person
Yes.
in case they move, and the other eye went to go do that. So she's relying on Portia to help her
Yeah.
navigate.
Portia will do that, but Ace, didn't you have an interaction with this groundskeeper at the beginning of the year?
I don't remember. I know we had an interaction with the janitor who died, but I can't recall. Wait, yes, I did have a interaction with the groundskeeper because he's the one that helped me find the flowers,
The mushrooms, yeah.
the mushrooms. Yes, I can take you to him. Oh, he was so nice too.
Not when he kills his pregnant student girlfriend.
Yes, I understand that. And don't worry, I promise I won't kill you, Tara.
Why
What?
would you say that, Ace?
I thought that was what you should say at that moment.
No,
Oh.
that just puts more suspicion on you, bruh.
Oh.
So it'll take a while, but Katie's eye that went to go find the groundskeeper information. Since it didn't find the groundskeeper, it would return back to her.
Mhm.
But whenever it gets back, but for now, she's
I think we
blind.
should. I think we should head out there now, and maybe it'll meet us halfway, Katie.
Good idea.
Do we know if the well is the old abandoned well would be either on the way to close by the groundskeeper or close by where the gate is, or in completely opposite directions?
It'd be closer to the groundskeeper shed.
Alright. Well, I can get these ladies to the panic room, but we'd have to go towards the groundskeeper shed instead of that. I mean, since I've had peaceful interactions with the groundskeeper before, I can put them away. Go do that if you two want to go get this Ellie person before she does something even worse.
Mm. Yeah, it looks like.
She's still just pouring stuff in that vial.
I would say probably around this time. It's a small vial. It sort of fills up, and she corks it and puts it in a pocket in her cloak. And you see her starting to head into the courtyard.
All right. So
Maybe-
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we could cut her off, Katie. Like.
Okay.
Okay, Ace, you go do that. We'll try and cut off Ellie. That was her name, right? Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see what's going on with Ellie. Cut her off. Shelly, you're coming with us. Actually, Ace, get Candy and Tara to your safe room. Shelly's coming with us because she. Yeah.
Shelly and Ellie. That's interesting.
Yeah. That is interesting. Okay, let's go.
Wasn't there also a Nellie here?
Probably.
I feel like there was.
Maybe
That might be a different game. I don't know.
maybe there's a club for people whose name ends with E,
Ellie.
like double L.
Everse. All right.
Everse. And yeah, Portia would lead Katie, and she would have her hand around Shelly's wrist, guiding Shelly as well. To the front to cut off Ellie and until Katie can get her drone back.
Absolutely. And they continue. Follow. Yeah, everyone goes where they need to. And I think in that moment, we'll end for tonight.
All right.
And Watson, thank you so much. And we will see you next week.